to season 3, episode 1 of Shou Talks. And I have a special guest today. Actually, I never really thought you'd come on my show. I don't know why. And believe it or not, I'm actually nervous. And it's weird because we live together. And yet I'm nervous to have you on here. So I'll ask you for your feedback afterwards. Do I call you husband? Do I call you by... You know what? I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys and girls? It's your boy GP. What's up? How y'all doing? What's the good word?
So for those of you who don't know what GP stands for...
Galactic Protein, baby. What's good?
All right, y'all. So I actually have my husband with us today. And something that a lot of people... It comes into conversation usually when I'm with friends or when people are asking me about relationships. And one thing I always tend to say is you can't really compare relationships. And it kind of gave me the thought of teaching boundaries. I know I grew up in a household where boundaries didn't exist. Everybody in the family is in your business, whether you want them to be or not. And when I met GP, I guess we'll call you GP. I don't want to call you GP. It's weird though, because I don't call you GP on a regular basis.
GP is fine.
When I met him, the first boundary he set was, I think, like a month or two into talking. And ladies, you know how it is when you like starting to catch feelings and, you know, well, now you guys are saying babe, but babe, in text message, he said something to me. I honestly don't even remember it, but it was definitely like a month. You don't remember this. A month or two into talking. And you said something and I was like, ha, you so funny, babe. And you immediately text me back and was like, babe, I did not ask you to be my girlfriend. When I tell you, I was like, what? Like, that's a thing? Like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't ask me to be your girlfriend. And I've never had that before. So I would say that literally is like my first introduction to boundaries in a relationship. So I want to ask you, like, how did you learn about, like, did you always have boundaries in relationships, or did you just start creating them as you became an adult? Like, how did you learn about boundaries?
For that situation, I don't think it was really about boundaries. It was the fact that you called me something that we wasn't at yet. So for you to say that and we weren't at that level yet, should have been a red flag according to 2021 standards. 2022, that should have been a red flag right there. But it wasn't really a boundary. It just, we wasn't there yet.
So what kept it? So you mean to tell me if we were in 2021 and you did this, it'd be over?
I didn't say over, it'd be a red flag.
But what makes it a red flag?
Because why you calling me babe? We're not even dating. We're not doing nothing yet.
But
we didn't even go on a date, nothing like that. I think it's weird when people call people babe, boo, all of that. It doesn't. It's not realistic. It doesn't mean anything. So why give me this fictitious title of something that we're not even doing?
Maybe I knew 12 years later.
Maybe you knew, but I didn't know.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if you have a job and they say you're the supervisor, you doing supervisor. They don't give you the supervisor title, or they say, yeah, you are a supervisor, and you're doing supervisor work without getting the pay. Are you really a supervisor, or you just getting paid? You just getting paid. So that's when you tell them, no, don't call me a supervisor, because you're not paying me as such. Especially if you know what everyone else is getting paid. So why would I tell you to call me bae? We not even in that field. I'm not even in that realm. I'm not in that field with you. We're not there yet. But you calling me bae. You giving me a fake title where there's no benefits or nothing like that coming behind it. So that's the 2021, 2022 standards. That's a red flag.
How important is it to have boundaries in relationships?
I think it's very important to have boundaries in relationships for the simple fact that, in my opinion, most relationships don't work because people don't realize it's two individuals becoming one. Like I tell all my friends and family members, listen, when you watch Power Rangers as a kid, are they always in the Megazord? No. When you watch Voltron, do they always form the lines all together and write out the whole episode together? No. When you watch anything with superheroes, you watch the Avengers, are they always together? No. They're individuals doing what they need to do to come together as a team. And that's how relationships should be. So that's why when you set certain boundaries, I'll give you an example for us, and I'm pretty sure it's come up all the time, which I really don't know why. But yes, I blocked her on Facebook, Instagram, for the simple fact that, listen, she's tagging me in things that I don't find that funny. There's other people looking at it. And, you know, then you get questions about, yo, what's up with her? That's like 6 things she tagged you in, bro. I don't know. Now you got to start answering. The other thing too is the fact that when we come home at the end of the day, one of the issues is that your girl is telling me, yo, did you see that post I tagged you in? How could I have not seen it? You tagged me in it. I saw it. You know what I mean? So it's better when we come home. Now we got more things to talk about. We can talk about our day. We talk about funny memes. We talk about funny shows. But if you tagging me and telling me all throughout the day the same things you're going to tell me when I get home, or the same thing on the phone, it's boring. There's no togetherness coming together. We together all day if you're telling me everything all day.
Yeah, let me just give a little background though, because you're making it sound like, you know, this is stuff that I do now. He's referring to 2010 Shou. Like,
well, I just told him you blocked, so you can't do it now.
I know, but like this was when we first got together. But you got to explain that part too, because you know we first got together. Everybody knows, well, at least the females know. No, even the females know that when you first get into a relationship, that person is your end all be all. They're everything. You want to spend every living, waking, breathing moment with them. And yes, I was tagging. I didn't even know that's why you blocked me. I thought you blocked me because I was doing reckless things and starting arguments anytime I saw you got a new follower.
Once again, I wasn't trying to put too much business out there, but
no, it's okay. I own it.
That too.
But that's what I tell people why I'm blocked, because I'm not ashamed or upset that I'm blocked. I literally, when people ask and I'm like, no, I'm blocked, and they give me that face and they're like, what you mean you blocked? I'm like, I own it. I went crazy. I was stalker on social media. I knew every time you had a new friend. I knew every comment that was put. I knew why this chick got 3 smiley faces, why you got 3 hearts. That's why I thought I was blocked.
That is why. Like I said, I wasn't trying to put all the business out there, but that is why you blocked too.
No, but see, I'll own that. And for that, and something else that I say to people is, I feel like us not following each other on social media has actually helped strengthen our relationship. And not so much of the, because I can tag you and we could talk about stuff later on. More so on the lines of, I don't feel like I need to check up on you every second of every day. You have your space, I have my space, but our friends follow each other, us. My friends follow you, your friends follow me. So there's nothing like, well, I never know. Like, it kind of just keeps the respect.
Some type of balance.
Yeah, it keeps the boundary in line. But you did tell me that eventually you would unblock me. You didn't, we've been married for a little over a year now.
I'll think about it.
And I'm still blocked.
Sounds like a red flag right now. I'm just saying. But I'll think about it.
Okay, so more boundaries. Because like I said, I didn't have any boundaries at all. You came in and kind of, I don't want to say forced boundaries because that sounds wrong, but I guess established.
They were placed as we went.
They were. You came in with boundaries.
I didn't come with boundaries.
You did.
You said a comment, and I said something. That wasn't the first one that you count as a boundary. That's not a boundary. I just said don't give me that title that I don't have it. The second one, okay, blocking you, that's the boundary. That's the first boundary. So I didn't come in with that one. Okay. It escalated to that point where you had to get blocked.
Did you feel bad for blocking me?
I did not feel bad for blocking me.
Do you feel bad that I'm blocked now?
I do not feel bad because I don't think about it, and I don't really care for social media like that. So that's why I don't see a reason to unblock you. Because I don't, especially the Book of Faces. I really don't care about Mark Zuckerberg and the metaverse. I really don't care. So
Okay.
I don't even go on that like that.
So another thing, and I know you come in to contact with it a lot, is when you're going out. And I know the thing you hate is every time you go out and someone asks you for me. Or vice versa.
It's not that I hate it. I just think... Go ahead. I'll let you finish the question.
No, go ahead.
It's not that I hate it. I strongly dislike it for the simple fact that I'm an individual. If I'm coming out, I'm coming out. If I was supposed to bring you, then you were supposed to come. So if I'm out, they can ask. People can ask how you doing, but I don't think people should be asking you why your significant other didn't come. Maybe I didn't want them to come, and maybe I don't want to tell you that I don't want them to come. So then now it becomes this awkward conversation. Yeah, you should have brought her, or yeah, you should have brought him. No, I shouldn't have. I came here to come here. Maybe I needed a break from them, like a smoke break or something like that from them. And I think that's a lot of things in a lot of relationships that people don't realize is that we're human beings. We need a break from our significant others, from our friends, from our family members. And I'm not saying get rid of them like this whole 2021, 2022 movement where it's like, oh, well, I need my peace, so I'm going to get rid of this person. No, it's not. It's not always about that. But if I want to go out and hang out with the homies and unfortunately they're shackled up with their boo and their boo is there, I don't think their boo, if they force themselves to be there, should be asking me, where's my boo at? I'm not shackled, so my boo ain't going to be here.
You're now, not shackled?
If you want to tell them what I'm doing while I'm there, that's on you. That's on you. But that's why guys need guys night. That's why girls need girls night. That's why it's promoted that you need your individual space from your significant other. But some people don't take that because it's significant other, for lack of better words, they're crazy. So it is what it is.
Well, I will say that is something that you did teach me early in the relationship, because I know that every time I wanted to go out, or I was going to the club, or I was going out with friends, I used to always drag you to come. And eventually you're just like, no, go out with your friends. Like, those are your friends. Have your time.
And listen, it's hard to be real with your significant other to tell them, like, yo, listen, I don't really like your friends like that. Or
he's not talking about my friends. So he's just
I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
I'm just saying in general.
So we got to put that disclaimer.
Listen,
my friends listen to my podcast now.
They shouldn't take it that seriously. But listen, sometimes people. Number one thing, I think people need to respect the fact that some people just want to be in the crib. I'm not an introvert. I'm not antisocial, nothing like that. But sometimes I just want to be in the crib. I just want to be in the crib. I just want to be in the gym. Another thing is I got past trauma when it comes to like people quote unquote harassing me about time and being late, and I can admit that. So that's why when I'm doing something, I want to do it. I don't want that restriction. Oh, yeah, let's go out and do this. Oh, my friends are gonna be there. Well, I'd rather be at the gym. Now I got to be the bad guy and be like, okay, well, I'm running late because I'm at the gym. Now it turns into an attitude thing. Now when we get there, I got to try to fake the funk, or I got to raise my vibration to be in a good mood. The other thing, too, is, and I hope nobody takes offense to this, whoever's listening to this, I don't like group dinners. I don't like group dinners for the simple fact that everybody starts ordering drinks, and then now you paying for everybody's drink. Happy birthday, I could text you that, or I could send you a card. I don't need to be there. Stop asking your friends to bring their significant other, especially if you single. Yo, just invite your friends out. Stop telling your friends in a relationship to invite their significant other while you're single, drinking endless Long Islands and bourbon drinks, and you drinking wine, and you yakking up on the sidewalk and stuff. Now the significant other's girlfriend or boyfriend is taking care of you, and then they gotta stand there and look at you. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much. Just be okay with just inviting your friend out. Now, if it's you bringing your boyfriend and your girlfriend out for the first time, and you want everybody to bring their boyfriend and girlfriend, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. That's understandable. But most of the time, just invite your friend and keep it moving. They don't need to bring their significant other out if it's not that type of party. Now, if y'all playing taboo at the crib, yo, invite me.
No, that's not true. You don't want to play taboo.
That's because I'm going to win. And I see how other people get. So, if y'all playing taboo, y'all playing group games, social games at the crib, and and that's the vibe, okay, right. Invite everybody. But if it's something for just you and the girls or you and the homies, just let it be that way.
And I think it helps too because, I mean, not to say that all relationships don't last, but it helps that when relationships do end for whatever reason, you don't have that awkwardness of, well, that's my friend, you can't talk to them no more. Or, you know, then you have there's an event going on and you might run into that individual. So having that healthy boundary, I guess that's what we'll call it, having that healthy boundary of separating your friends from your mate.
See, that's a long-term thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Short-term, what I like about that is the fact that your significant other can come home and give you the tea, quote-unquote, give you the juice. If you was already there...
I don't give him tea, guys.
That's cap.
Oh,
that's cap.
That's a boundary. That's a red flag right there.
She don't give me the tea, but she does tell me like, oh, we went out, we was doing this, we was doing that. So whatever gossiping.
So that's not a gossip though. No, I give you information about our whereabouts.
Yeah. So,
when you say I give you the tea, that means I'm telling you the things that's going on with my friends.
No, that's why that's the gossip. That's the hot water in the tea bag. That's the hot water in the tea bag. She don't give me the hot water. She just give me the tea bag. What's going on? And that's really important. And that's why some relationships are boring. You trying to, and I'm sorry, and I know this sounds like I'm trying to like bash togetherness, and I'm not. Yeah. But you have to realize that it's more fun that way. Yo, you went over there to that party. Yo, how was the party? Yo, how was Kes? How was Movado? How was was the people dressed up? Now, I don't know. I'm just making
you took it back to high school.
How was Drake? How was the concert, man? What was people doing and stuff like that? Oh, yo, how was that video game conference? How was Boston Anime? You know what I mean? But if I'm dragging you with me to do all of these things where you may or may not like it, now it's boring when we get back. Cause what are we gonna talk about? You gonna tell me the same thing I saw there? when we get home, you gonna tell me, oh, yo, Drake took off his shirt. Yeah, I know, I was there. The crowd went crazy. I know, I was there. You know what I mean? So, and I think people gotta start learning, and that's my observation. People have to start learning, like, do things separately from your mate, so y'all can come together and talk about it.
But I agree.
Do things together. Don't get me wrong. Do things together, but stop making it 9 out of 10 times you doing everything together, because there ain't nothing to talk about when you get to.
All right, so then what's the number you would give it? Don't say 4.
I wasn't gonna say 4. I was gonna say 6.5 to a 7 out of 10 times do things together, because it's fun that way. Y'all can find cool couples things to do. Like we did zip lining, not zip lining. We did the obstacle course. Yeah. We did an obstacle course,
which I'll commend you because it was out of your element. So and that's what I was gonna say. When you're about relationships and someone doing something that is not of their realm, you get to introduce them to that. But I get what you're saying. You don't want to oversaturate like anime and fitness. That's you. Time. Yeah.
Because then you're gonna complain about that person more than you want to, because the day they decide they don't want to do something with you, you're gonna be in your feelings. Like, yo, why you don't want to do it? Why you don't want to do it?
Or the day that you don't want them to go with you. Like, I know a lot of couples where they club or they party or they have that party, and, you know, sometimes, and it's usually the guy who's always going out with their girlfriend, always taking their girlfriend to the club, always going to parties with their girlfriend, and eventually they don't want to do that anymore. But at this point, you can't tell her that no more. Because now she has an attitude with you. Why I can't be at the club? Who you got at the club? Why? That's why you never went to the club with me. So now I don't have that problem.
But I caught your girl outside a few times.
No, you caught me once, and it wasn't even my fault.
Anyways,
what was the other times?
Next question.
He caught me once, and it wasn't even that type of party.
Oh yeah? Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Next
question. Next question. It's alright. That's in the past. Next question.
Then you made me forget my questions. What were we talking about? Hanging out too much. So then what do you feel about, let's say, a boundary amongst friends? You know, like...
Bro, you gotta... Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. My fault.
I know he's going to take my show. For instance, I'm close with your best friend. Mm-hmm. But you like to remind me. Mm-hmm. What do you like to tell me?
No, go ahead.
No, say it.
No, go ahead.
in the beginning, because I haven't done it in a really long time. Well, I mean, we've been good. We haven't had, but I know in the beginning, anytime we had a tiff or I felt like I couldn't get through to you, I would always call him. Mm-hmm. And the reason why, mm-hmm. and a lot of females will agree with me when I say this, you don't want to complain to your female friends about your significant other, mm-hmm. because they hold on to that.
Fair enough.
And it's not in a bad way, you know, like your female, your friends are protective of you. They should be protective of you. So if you're quote unquote dragging your dude all the time,
and then you stay with them,
or you know, it's like, oh hey, it's his birthday, I'm doing something, come through the house. They're like, no, we don't like him. Like we don't like him. We don't want to be around him. So I didn't want to do that. So I would always call your best friend. Mm-hmm. Can I say his name? No.
What I want to say to that is that you always got to remember, since you know, let's take it to the next stage. Let's take it as a marriage. If we get a divorce, knock on something that it don't happen, but is my best friend gonna be a character witness for you, or is he gonna be a character witness for me?
Why can't he be a character witness for both?
Because he can't.
Why?
We splitting it down the line. We going to court. They don't let you say, oh well, I plead guilty and I plead innocent at the same time. It don't work that way. So,
he can be a mutual party.
Nah, it don't work that way. Mm-mm. He gonna have to pick.
He gotta ride or die for you.
He gotta pick. I didn't say for me. I just say he gotta pick. We already know who's he gonna pick.
He might pick me.
He ain't gonna pick you. I'll tell you that right now. Stop the cap right now. He ain't gonna pick you. But that's why you gotta respect. That's a boundary right there. You gotta respect, because you don't want to put that person in an awkward position.
Right.
Now, you put them in an awkward position, you damage the friendship, you damage the relationship. So now everything is turning into some Jerry Maury Povit BS going on, where people are going to start not talking to each other.
Right.
So that's why there has to be a boundary where you're not over talking to your significant other's friends. Now, if you planning birthday parties, surprises, maybe every once in a while, if y'all get in an argument, you trying to see the point of view that you're not trying to see, okay, cool.
Which is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, but it can't be all the time. Sometimes you just gonna have to figure out yourself, or talk to your homegirls, or talk to your
Did you ever talk to my homegirls when we got into an argument?
I had none of their numbers to talk to them about your behavior. No, you know what? I think maybe I hit up your best friend that used to live down the street over here every once in a while.
Really?
Maybe twice. That's it. To tell that person you was bugging.
I needed to act right?
Yeah, that's it.
No, not her. I know who you hit up.
She
don't live here no more.
Yeah, the one that used to live up the street. She live over there now. Yeah, I tried
in
not
a whole
to
other
whatever.
State. I don't care.
No, not in a whole nother state.
That's not who you're talking about.
Yeah, up the street.
No,
that the one that where I lost my key at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm good at Taboo. You see how I gave the clue, and she got the answer. Yo, if you need someone for Taboo, holla at your boy. I'm
Don't holler at me. I am terrible. That's why he will never be. He doesn't want to be on my team. I don't want to be on my team. Okay, so in respects to, so we spoke about friends. What about boundaries when you come to relationship versus family? Like, I know that you do an amazing job with, I don't want to say staying in your place, because once again, that just sounds wrong.
Listen, I'll tell you something about your boy GP. I stay in my lane and I mind my business. I like going to the gym. I don't mind going to work, and I like coming back home. That's it. If you're trying to get me involved in some other BS that I don't need to get involved with, it's none of my business. Now, if I feel like it's tugging at my soul or my heart to say something, and I really got to say something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the ancestors, or God himself is coming to me and telling me I got to say something. Then I'll say something. Most of the time, it's none of my business. And plus, I'm gonna drop y'all some gems right now. One gem you gotta know. Don't tell your left hand what your right hand's doing. It's none of nobody's business what you know. It's none of nobody's business what you know. So when it comes to family business, Kanye West said it best, man. Three by the head, three by the legs. Man, you peed in the bed, that's family business, man. I'm not telling nobody what you did.
I don't know what that means. Three by the head,
How
three
you
by
sleeping if y'all all sharing the bed? So when we're kids, we sharing the bed. That means my head is up this way, and my feet are facing your head, while my head is the other way. So listen, you just mind. I just mind my business. I think that's important when it comes to family. Fake. If you gotta fake the funk, fake the funk. We seen it in. Listen, that's another thing I say all the time. What they show in Hollywood has some truth to it. With every time you, man, what they showing right now, Love and Hip Hop and all of that stuff. What happens when family members get involved? It turns ugly. Yeah. Who, at the end of the day, same thing with the boundaries. Who does the significant other usually choose? They usually choose their significant other, and then it causes problems in the family. So then when they have events, they don't invite the significant other no more. But the family member, they go. So now your boyfriend or girlfriend, they're gonna go there. Same thing what you said about your homegirl. Oh man, why you going over there? I thought you had beef with your dad. Why you going over there? I thought you had beef with your sister and your brother. Why you going over there? I thought your cousin did this. Why we even going over there? Now you got a whole attitude because you over there. So it's better, obviously, talk the situations out and stuff like that. Talk hee hee ha ha. Try to figure out. Try to go at it more as a, how can I resolve what's going on with my family so I can still be around? Yeah. Do not take it upon yourself to be.
Now you're speaking as a person or the significant other.
Okay. Do not take it upon yourself to be calling your in-laws or your future in-laws or these people you getting to know. Do not take it upon yourself to be calling them to try to solve their family's business, because 9 out of 10 times it's been not even that. Whatever beef and drama they got has been going on for centuries, brother and sister. It's been going on for centuries, so it's none of your business. You go in there, listen, this is what I do. I show up, what's up, ha 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 ha, and then I sit down and I eat and I mind my business. If I walk around, I walk around. If I don't, I sit down. Whoever comes by, what's up, how you been, how you doing, and that's it. Mind your business and have a good time. That's it. Don't get involved in none of the drama unless they approach you to ask or communicate with you. Yeah. And even then, you mind your business. You listen to what they say. Listen, I'll drop another gem on you. That's crazy. They did that? Nah, I gotta talk to them. That's it. Hit them out. Hit them with that. That's crazy. They did that. I gotta talk to them.
I got you.
Don't say nothing else that's gonna get you wrapped up in the whirlwind. And then now you in the drama. Now you getting phone calls while you at work. Now you getting phone calls while you at the gym trying to bench a PR or deadlift something. You getting a random phone call and you gotta take it because it might be an emergency. And then when you hear the story, you're like, dog, they called me for this. Now you got an attitude because you didn't mind your business. So do your best. Set the boundaries where you're minding your business, but you're listening and you're being supportive.
How do you plan to teach our son about boundaries in relationships?
I'm going to tell him early. As soon as he touches something that doesn't belong to him, I'm going to be like, yo, don't touch. And then I'm going to set it from there, right there. Let him know that, to be honest with you, I really don't know. I think, he'll learn from us. He's already a visual learner. He'll learn from us. And then obviously I'll talk to him. I learned about boundaries from watching TV and watching my parents a little bit and movies and what was going on in the world. So that's it, really.
How am I doing with boundaries?
Man, I don't know.
Tell the truth. What do you mean going on? What?
I don't know, man.
How am I doing with respecting your boundaries?
Your girl be bugging out sometimes, man. I give her a 6.7 out of 10.
That is terrible. That's that's failing.
We working on it. We working up to a 7.
You mean up to these past 12 years? I'm at a D
12?
From where 12? We started now.
I give her a B plus, close to
a B plus. So what's keeping me from getting an A?
don't know. You've been bugging out the last couple of weeks, man. So we gotta figure out what's going on there. But that's our business.
How do you make sure, and maybe it's something that you're still working on, or maybe it's because I'm super sensitive, how do you try to not hurt your person's feelings with a boundary?
Yo, I know nobody wants to hear this. Sometimes you gotta take that L, man. Just swallow that pill.
And be okay with hurting their feelings.
No. I was gonna say being okay with your feelings being hurt and not telling them, and then do your best not to let it escalate to where you're really upset or angry. But certain things, unfortunately, kind of like being at school, where you just let certain things slide. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. But obviously, when it comes to some real, excuse my language, but I'm gonna try to real ish. When it comes to some real ish, then you gotta set the boundaries. You can't take the L. You gotta set that boundary. So I think like anything, it's case by case. So it depends. But honestly, before, it's okay to take some L's. You're not. I'm gonna give a sports reference. Not every team has a perfect season every season. You gotta take some L's. You learn from the L's. That way you can regroup and come back and explain things maybe a better way for your significant other to understand where you don't have to set a boundary. You just let them know, like, yo, what you're doing right now is pissing me off. It's bothering me. Yeah, because not everything needs a boundary. Because if you put too many red tapes up, then you're not going to be able to enjoy yourself. You're not going to be able to do nothing. So don't sit there and make boundaries about everything. Just set certain lines in the sand and say, yo, we don't need to cross this line. Let's go over here. We can still be able to do this, and this. And your significant other should understand. If your significant other is fighting you on boundaries, then I don't know, man. Y'all got to reevaluate what y'all doing, because that ain't it. That's not the wave.
I mean, I kind of feel redundant asking you for final thoughts on boundaries.
No, I'm going to give my final thoughts about boundaries. I don't know what I was going to say, but my final thought about boundaries is basically, times have changed, or times are changing. They say the pendulum swings one way, and when it comes back the opposite way, it comes back twofold. So, as right now, we living in a pendulum swing where, most women are not submissive, most men are not, I don't know how to put the term.
We might have to have another topic about that.
Yeah, most men are not
dominant.
Not. I don't want to say dominant, because
superior.
No, not that.
Providing.
Most men are not at that hunter-gatherer stage, and I want to say that. No. I want to say that more than providers or whatever, because as a man, when you're a hunter and a gatherer, your mindset is, I am going out here. I'm either gonna get stronger and smarter while I'm out here. I'm gonna get something and bring it back home. There's multiple skill set men naturally do not have anymore, right? And I think that is something men need to start working back on. As for women, when it comes to being submissive, I think it's more on the men's thought about what submissive is, where, it's not really women's job to do what they was doing back then, the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry and all of that.
I do that.
Remember, they can't see my face, so you're going off of what you can see.
I understand.
This is all audio. I did not.
But they saw you. They saw you. They heard you stop speaking
because you started talking. You cut me off.
Okay.
See, this is why you gotta set boundaries. You see, she's getting too hot, and this is where it comes to that submissive part where I'm trying to be a man and do my stuff, talking.
Did you just do that?
And she's not. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. The pendulum is swinging in one way. Okay. It's gonna come back. So men, and I want to be politically correct. So men need to start being men, and people that are transitioning into becoming a man need to be men, and then women that are women need to be women, but still with a modern twist, because that's what it is right now. The modern twist is that y'all are working, y'all are becoming CEOs, y'all are becoming presidents of companies, y'all are entrepreneurs. Y'all are still mothers while doing everything like that. So I don't want to go on a tangent too long. And then, you know, people that are transitioning into be a woman need to be a woman. So we got to start bringing masculinity back and femininity back as well. We got to start bringing that back with also creating boundaries where certain lines don't need to be crossed. And one more thing, please, when the homie's trying to go out, let the homie go out, man. Let the homie go out, man. Stop
don't go with him.
Don't stop bringing yourself.
Don't text him every 5 minutes while he's out. I did good with that. I stopped doing that.
You know what? You could text him if something's going on, but yo, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Every once in a while, if it's not an emergency, don't text me. You know, maybe text that. If it's Tuesday, you know, Thursday, you know, or Friday or something like that, you know, text that enticing picture or something like that. Don't stop asking what's going on, who's there, blah blah blah. One more thing.
I gotta send you a picture on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I didn't say all of that, but one more thing, and don't take offense to this.
Uh-oh.
If your man or your girl brings the homies or the ladies over, go out or go upstairs, go somewhere else. Don't be in the room. Let the group of friends that are coming over feel free to talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Give me a high five. I did that last night.
You was in the... Anyways, let's wrap up the show. It's your boy GP. I ain't trying to tell my left hand what my right hand doing. We ain't trying to give out too much business. Yo,
I eventually went upstairs.
This is more fun than I thought it was gonna be. I appreciate y'all having me.
So that means you'll be back.
I don't know. Wherever the ancestors take me, that's where I try to be at. So if I come back, I come back. But please, set some boundaries and don't set the boundaries to be malicious. Mm-hmm. Set the boundaries so that y'all can still have fun being together. Not every boundary needs to be something malicious. So don't take everything to heart. And if they take everything you say to heart, that's a red flag. That's not really someone that you can be with. But obviously pay attention to how things are communicated to you.
Bet. You want to tell them how they can find you? Because you got two podcasts that you're doing right here. You know, I'm trying to be like you. Let them know how they can find you. I can't find him, so that's how I can't give you his social media. I don't even know it.
Y'all can find me on Drulcast. Drulcast is DRULCAST. We're on YouTube every Wednesday night.
What do you guys talk about?
All platforms. Can I get to that?
My bad.
That's why you got set boundaries, man. You see a girl? Oh my God. We're on all platforms. It's a media and gaming podcast. Also on the Triverse. The Triverse podcast is out every Tuesday on Spotify and Apple. Soon to be on multiple platforms. And we talk about anime, the past, present, and the future. About anime, so if you're into anime. And then I'm also working on bringing my podcast back, Galactic Vibes. Right now, Galactic Vibe podcast is on Apple, but I don't know. I'm looking to make some changes, so it might be Galactic Vibe with a little twist to it.
Can I join the Galactic Vibe?
I don't know about all of that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So you see what I'm saying with the boundaries? She's trying to get in on everything. That let's set some boundaries so that I can do my thing, so I can talk to you.
One podcast. I don't know how you juggling three, but one is enough for me.
We'll see what happens. But I appreciate it being on the show.
I appreciate you being here. Did you have fun?
I'll see y'all soon. I did have fun.
I got it on recorded. I recorded it.
I'll be on it.
I got it on film.
Listen, that's crazy.
All right, y'all. Well, once again, thank you for tuning in. You can find me on Instagram, I_AM_SHOUNANIGANS. You can also find me on Facebook. It's Shenanigans. Twitter. Oh God, my Twitter needs Jesus and help. I think I'm up to 8 followers, but I'm getting there. And YouTube. Hit me up, DM, if you have any questions about what husband has said. Comments. Hit me up, DM me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. No? Can I get Snapchats? Can I get some DMs in my Snapchat?
Yo, it was nice talking to y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
All right, ciao.